right, here we go. Level, what, 16?
You are quite a
That sounds about right.
Let's go, Yun. Looks like
What's
Yun
up, bro?
he dropped a load in his pants. He's walking around like he's got a turd. He's got to shake that turd out his pant leg.
Seriously. Oh, there you go. Some force lightning.
He doesn't know the lightsaber trick. He needs two so he can do like Rey.
Right.
If only Mace had two.
Yep. Yun is no Mary Sue.
Gotcha.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I think you only fight Yun a second time on this dark side path, because when I'm thinking back to, I don't know, maybe it just escaped my memory.
No,
I can't remember.
That's true. No, it's otherwise you fight Saris if you're light side.
Right, that's what I thought. Like she kills Yun, and then you fight her.
Gotcha. 2 stars. Destruction. It looks kind of like Tamura Morrison.
Yeah, it does a little bit. It's prophetic.
I don't remember what destruction does.
I was just gonna say I don't recall, because I never went down this path and I never read too much into the dark side powers.
Yeah. Well, I'm going all lightning, so
yeah.
Unlimited power.
Unlimited power.
All right. Level 17.
Still can't get over Palpatine's facial expressions on that whole balcony scene with Mace. It's just...
Ian must have had so much fun.
I know.
Doing that.
I know. He teeters between totally being afraid and then being just totally the opposite and boastful. And
yeah.
So like, it's so much fun watching it. It's cool seeing an AT-AT in this game, because I think this is the first time we see one in the game. It looks all right for the 3D. I mean, thankfully they're kind of blocky anyway, so it's not too bad.
It's too bad I don't think there's a secret associated with it. Like I've jumped up there before, I remember, and there's not like a hatch to go in and get something.
Right.
It's definitely a missed opportunity.
Right.
What were they thinking?
There's some games where the AT-ATs and other walkers just look kind of off. Like sometimes they'll make the legs too long and the control module kind of too small. It's just one of those things. You gotta... It's not like the movie. Don't bother. I think this is a level that had some a fair amount of rocket launcher troopers, which was always irritating.
Yeah, especially when the rockets stick to you.
You
can't get them off.
Can't get them off. It reminds me of Mario Kart, the original, when you get the what is it? It's one of those things on the grass level that gets stuck on your cart.
Oh,
it's kind of bounce.
It's the gophers.
Yeah, the gophers. Monty Mole. That's it.
Oh, he has a name?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
wow.
remember it was the one from Super Mario World.
Oh, see, I never played Super Mario World that much, so.
Oh, that was. It's funny because I didn't play a lot of Mario games later, like at all, really. But like Mario 64, I never delved into anything later. But the first four, Mario 1, 2, 3, and World, I obsessively was I knew every little secret.
I had one, two, three, never beat him as a kid. I never, like, put in the time and effort because
Mm.
I didn't care. It wasn't until this year, I think. Yeah, it was this year that I beat Mario 1.
Wow. That was unforgettable as a kid. I didn't actually beat it, but I saw my babysitter beat it because she was pretty good at games, and she was still better at Mario than me, at least that first year. And I remember she beat it, and we just like partied. It was just like the most amazing thing ever.
Yeah.
And then I think I beat it probably a week later or two
Well,
weeks later.
I even had I had a guide, like it was a little booklet. I looked it up before, but
Hmm.
I don't remember what they were called. I had one for Zelda and I had one for um, Super Mario Brothers. It was like a small book with like glossy, semi-gloss pages. It was really nice, and it had the levels all, um, you know, a map of all the levels. So it told you how to
Yeah,
get through the final level.
yeah,
But
that's right.
I
Because it was one
just
of those
never,
pattern kind of
yeah,
things.
I just never put in the effort, the time and the effort to actually complete it. Um,
Yeah,
it was kind of the same thing with Zelda too, because obviously I had the guide, could have done
yeah,
it. I just never sat down and did it, and I didn't do that until I was, I don't know, 20. And of course, that was like
right.
20 years ago or whatever. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
I'm further
I still
removed from
got.
my from beating Zelda now than I was from not beating it when I first had it.
Yeah, yeah.
When I beat
I
it,
still got my save Zelda game from a few months ago, but I'm not very far. I've been purposely doing it without uh any walkthroughs or anything, so I'm just kind of fumbling around. But
yeah, it's worth it. I think Zelda's definitely, even today, it's very satisfying to play and
yeah,
to beat. And I would like at some point to play through and beat the second quest. Oops.
yeah,
Ouch, ouch.
definitely. Yeah, and then I had also, I guess it was earlier this year, I had I don't think I did Mario 1 this year because I didn't need to. I did it like 5 years back, but I went ahead and beat Mario 2 again, which of the Mario trilogy, the originals, that's probably the one I beat the least. I think I'd only beat it maybe one other time,
Yeah.
and because I never owned that game. And then Mario 3, I'd beat a shit ton of times as a kid because my cousin
Whoops.
had it, and we would just do that over and over, and it was not even a challenge. Like we could just breeze through. But I hadn't done it in a long time, so that was fun to actually pull it off. But it's like one of those games for me, just like I showed you how I'm really good at Revenge of Shinobi.
Mm-hmm.
Mario 3 is the same, where I can, even if I haven't played it in 10 years, I can beat it with no problem.
Yeah, you have the muscle memory.
Yeah, just like with TIE Fighter, same deal. Hopefully, I'll get that way with Dark Forces 1. Because I'm on doing now, I think, my fourth playthrough on these recordings. So it's starting to get to the point where I'm kind of remembering the key points of each level.
I remember beating Super Star Wars when I had it, like when I first got
Yeah,
it, when I got my Super Nintendo, which is good. All those games are good, but um, Super Star Wars is the weakest, and only because the lightsaber isn't as satisfying in that one.
Right. Right. That was the one, I think, of the Super Trilogy. That one I have the most
It blows the
nostalgia for.
rocket. Watch. Oh wait, didn't do it. Well, never mind. It did it once.
Huh.
It like blew the rocket off course. Whatever. Stupid game.
But yeah, I think I have the most nostalgia for Super Star Wars because I rented it a few times. I didn't own it until like the late 90s, but I just remember renting it and just really enjoying it. And that was, like I think I mentioned in our first podcast episode, that was the only one of the trilogy that I actually beat.
Yeah. Well, it's more forgiving, right? Because the lightsaber wasn't as important because it wasn't
as important. So you could go through some of the levels as Han or Chewie, and I was gonna say, I think I beat it probably twice, but then when I play it nowadays, I can't get past the first Death Star level. There's like this big droid, like it's in the hangar. It's like, you know, you go through the hangar on platforms, and then there's this big Imperial war droid, and for whatever reason, I can't get his health bar more than like halfway down, because you have to get there with the highest, or one of the highest upgraded blasters.
Yes.
And if you don't, you're kind of fucked.
So like, what is it? What is the highest? It's not the rocket upgrade.
It looks like a plasma,
right?
Kind of like a crescent moon kind of thing.
No,
but actually, what I really like is the Seeking missile blaster.
Yes.
Like that's the good one.
Yeah, because you just aim in the general direction. It goes for whatever the soft spot is.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Okay. The fuck. Trying to speed through now since I biffed it on the stupid thing. You didn't remind me to quick save.
Oh, it's up to me, huh?
Yeah. You're waxing
I'm the
nostalgic
navigator.
on your Super Mario Brothers.
Right. Well, see, I'm old now, and I can only do one thing at a time. I don't remember a lot of this level, like even looking at these cargo areas. This is, maybe there's multiple paths or something, because this is just not really ringing a bell.
Yeah, I don't know. I played through this game once, so a lot of it I don't remember. I remember like the highlights, like, you know, escaping the ship, and obviously all the Narshada crap, because it's
because it reminds you of your favorite short story with Greedo.
Yeah, it's so bad.
You got to get through the cantina, man.
I know. I got through the heavy part. I did the heavy lifting of reading Greedo's crap story.
Thrawn Alliances awaits.
I know. I forgot that we made that agreement.
No, I'm looking forward to Thrawn Alliances myself. Guess that's the one that kind of bounces back between Thrawn and the Clone Wars with Anakin, and then Thrawn and Vader on the timeline.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see their interactions. I'm glad that for 90% of Star Wars stories, I don't, other than like some very broad things, I'm glad that I've not looked ahead and found out what Easter eggs are in it or whatever until I read it.
Yeah. It's more satisfying that way. do that. It's weird that this game has to assume that maybe you aren't taking any force powers.
Yeah.
So it has to make everything accessible. I think they've done that.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I didn't use force powers at that point to get to the thing, but
Right. And actually, when I first played it
They don't
at
want you
your
to
old
get stuck.
house, I don't think I ever used any force powers because I didn't really understand the key commands for them. I saw it get sucked the other way.
oh, come on.
Oh, what?
I quick saved, bud.
Oh, that's thank the core. I guess the question remains when we finish this one, if we're gonna do Mysteries of the Sith.
That's a big question. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, that one I hardly remember anything.
Yeah.
You mentioned that you have a sniper rifle in that one or access to one, and I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, because I started playing it about exactly a year ago. I think it was the first week of December last year, because I know it was like right before Rise of Skywalker came out. So I still have my save game, but I only got like 2 levels in, and then I just kind of set it aside. I'll probably just continue it, not necessarily record it, but maybe later, maybe you could watch me play it or something, and we'll do a recording.
Yeah.
There's so many good games that we should prioritize on
Yoda stories.
yeah, Yoda stories.
I have my Game Boy cart of that, although I never really played it that much on Game Boy. I have I had it on PC. I think it came with one of those LucasArts archives.
Yeah,
Packs.
I think it did. It might have been maybe Behind the Magic or you mean like the LucasArts Archive volume?
Yeah, I don't really remember
or whatever.
I don't remember. Oh, that's what we got to do. We have to go through the Behind the Magic stuff.
No, we do. You need to put those on YouTube. You need to rip them for the sake of the internet.
Yeah,
At least some of the
rare
content. Well, actually, what's the rarest one is the episode 1 Insider's Guide, because, dude, you can barely find information about that.
Right.
ROM.
That it even existed.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, there is an entry at Wikipedia, and there's a few other things, but like, you'd be surprised how history is just erased that CD-ROM.
I think it probably just didn't sell that well, I guess.
And also, considering when it came out in '99, that was right when kind of point and click, kind of encyclopedia CD-ROMs were like phasing out.
Yeah.
I mean, even Behind the Magic from 1 year earlier was kind of late in the game on that kind of thing. And now it's just like, I mean, we have the internet. There's no need to have a thing like that.
Yeah, with YouTube, it's just not necessary.
No. And Wikipedia.
And the fact, I don't know, I wish that Lucasfilm would put stuff like that just on YouTube. Just have a channel for it and put that.
Well, credit to them that in some cases they have put archival interviews and stuff on the YouTube channel, but not in. That was kind of the early years of the channel, probably like 10 years ago, because I went back to like the upload order of all their videos, and I was looking at the early stuff, and some of it was just literally like the old VHS interviews with Leonard Maltin, and I mean, this is all way before they had the Star Wars show and stuff.
Right.
They were just putting up anything. But yeah, they had those. They had some stuff that was only on Laserdisc as far as interviews, and then there was obviously Clone Wars, like original 2008 era Clone Wars interviews.
I hate this part so much. You have no idea. Timing the jump right here is
Ugh. Yeah.
the worst. Because that's what you got to do. Somehow you got to time it at the right instant that starts to get the
Right.
maximum
And it
jump boost.
and if you fail, you just go down.
Whoops. Fail at that. Yep.
Oh,
Like that. Like,
dude. Yeah. Well, what if you use once you get to that platform? I was gonna say, use your force jump on the
yeah,
next
I was
platform.
trying. I just messed up the. I messed it up. Woo!
Whoa.
Time that one,
That
right?
did it.
Alright, I want to get over there.
Yeah, this is all coming back to me now. I do remember these jumps on the platforms. And this level was quite the maze.
Do I want this? Do I have to collect everything? My completionist nature won't allow me to pass it up. Even though I passed up
Nope.
secrets on this
Yeah.
death replay.
No, I'm the same way. As far as items, I have to get.
Come
Oh
on.
no!
Whoops.
Oh, dude, you have 8 health.
Oh, really?
But it might be back to tank time.
Thanks
There you
for the
go.
heads up.
Come on, Stormtrooper. You're all bonking your head.
I'm a Django clone.
I guess Kyle really is a former Stormtrooper.
Look at that. Look at that. Who designed that? Who designed that lip that I can't jump into? Gotcha. Gotcha. Now
The
what?
exciting adventures of Gen X playing Jedi Knight.
Oh, that's not exciting for anyone. This level is so obtuse.
Watch Gen X folks fumble their way through old games.
Alright, what did I want to do? Do I want to go across here? I think I do. I don't want to do that. Oh, I can't see anything. I got no lights. That sucks.
Oh no!
Whoops.
You have to use your map to.
No, I
see?
got.
Oh,
Yeah.
got 4C.
You just have to listen to that. What do I want to do? Do I want to go through there? I don't remember.
I'll tell you what you want to do. Quick save. Quick save. And that's why.
Well, I think I wanted to be back here anyway, to be honest.
Okay.
I mean, not here specifically,
but one level up, probably.
so annoying. Nope. Nope. So is it
toasted.
down there? It must be down there that I want to get.
It could be.
I don't want to jump high. I don't want to jump high.
Every time it it just won't let you. Oh.
But it's the same thing. It's like this thing's open again. Okay. I didn't want to. I thought that was a force field. I know. I
thought
know
it
what I
was
did
too.
wrong. I know what I did
Going
wrong.
in that way.
Yeah. Thanks, Kyle. Thanks, Kyle. Oops. Oh.
You hear any background noise? That's Nicole's Game of Thrones ringtone. She's not working right now, because there's one of her clients. It's this whole stupid thing with COVID where if one of her coworkers potentially exposes her client, and then Nicole can't go to work until
Right.
said person does a test and blah blah blah. And they just got finished with that with someone else a couple weeks ago, and she's like ready to go back. And then just today, someone was reported to have been exposed. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, here we go again.
Yeah, it's tough. Game. No thanks.
Oh man, the way they angled the platforms, it's just like awful.
Here we go. Oh, so even if I'm on these platforms, it will lift me up. But I think it would be safer actually to do that.
There you go.
Right. I was missing what I was supposed to do here.
That's right. You turn off those things so that the flow. And then there's that. Yes. Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, really obvious. LucasArts.
I know.
Really intuitive. I think
Yeah,
Obi-Wan
I
had to
mean-
do this when he was looking for the disable the tractor beam on the Death Star.
Right? It's all hopping of platforms and it bugs me so much how, and I just thought of this again because I was watching Rogue One and A New Hope. It bugs me so much how the stormtroopers that are talking to themselves by the tractor beam clearly say, have you seen the new BT-16 or VT, whatever, right? It's like two syllables. It's not one, but every source that then continued that joke in The Force Awakens or Rogue One, they take off the first letter and they just say, have you heard about the new T-15 or T? Like, no, he's saying
I thought it was
to...
I thought it was like TC16 or something.
It sounds like BT.
Yeah.
It's either BT or VT. It's one or the other. But, and of course there was other sources that then later expanded on, well, what exactly is a BT-16. There was in Galaxy Guide 7, Mos Eisley, the old West End Games book, there was a droid. It was like kind of like a security droid that was like a BT-16. And so that was a source that kind of said, okay, here's what that was that he was talking about. And that's the one that makes the most sense. Because all the other ones just kind of said, it's a kind of technology. If you go on Wikipedia, it just says, it's an unknown
Well, all I remember
technology.
about it is that it's quite a thing to see.
It's quite a thing to see, right? It just bugs me that, like, Rogue One made it T-16, and then I think Force Awakens said, like, T-17 or T-20.
Well,
I
if we
forget.
had made, if we were writing those things, we would have popped in our VHS copy of the movies, and
Yeah,
just rewinded that part about 20 times to make sure that
right,
we got it exactly what it
right.
is.
It'd have the little scan lines from our rewinding so much.
Mm-hmm. All right, that was one of the worst levels ever made.
Clearly.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Cherrick's sniffing his own farts. Cherrick's on the
Suddenly,
can.
this the scene makes so much more sense now.
Yeah.